How you feel about the people that's criticizing these disses by, Drake and Kendrick, and they comparing them to Hit 'Em Up and Ether and Takeover, and they saying that they not on the same level. How you feel about the people that's doing that?
Well, those were the times. That was our time. You feel me? We got down differently than niggas do today. And not to disrespect the get down of dudes today, of how they feel they express themselves, but you know, um, we was on a different era. Our affiliations really fueled the fire of our beefs. You get me? Um, as far as Nas and Jay-Z, when niggas is feeling superior, still have connections to the streets and think they still have connections to the streets, it's a different element. Um, everybody knew what Tupac was on. You feel me? And everybody knew what Tupac was on. Now, I can't speak for Jay-Z or Nas, but as far as Tupac felt with Hit 'Em Up, you know, that a song, it was on site. You get me? Um, I don't like I don't know how I feel about, you know, two mega stars, on the diss trail. I mean, hip hop brings all kind of animosity with niggas because of, I don't know what niggas might think they from, or I feel like I'm better than you or whatever, whatever. But um y'all know what it was with Hit 'Em Up. You get me? And as far as how people felt about the Ether record and Jay-Z and all that, I don't know if it's different because the times as far as music is different. You get me? Um, I don't know how personal Kendrick or vice versa Drake might feel about, the situation that's going on right now. But Tupac was ready to he was ready to go at motherfuckers with his motherfucking confrontations and his beefing. You get me? I ain't doing this just for records. If I see you in the streets right now and I'm out there like that, I don't know how many times you gonna see Drake, just out there with just his clique with the outlaws, or you're not gonna see Kendrick. Kendrick is a family man raising kids. I don't come out unless I'm doing major tours and you get me? He ain't the type of motherfucker that just slide up in the club just to hang out. We was different. We come to look for you. We don't give a our beef was different. Like I said, there's a difference between dissing and beefing. You get me? Those were beefing records we had. I don't know if you want to call this beefing or just high profile dissing. You get me? I don't know if you want to clarify this as, because of the status of Kendrick and Drake. You know, my nigga Tupac was you know, in the streets, associated. Like you catch Tupac on you catch Tupac on Crenshaw, or you catch Tupac at the club on the weekends, or you catch them, hanging out in Vegas. I don't know if you finna see Kendrick doing that. So it's a different element in a different time. You get me? We was crazy back then. We didn't give we had beef with a nigga, knew they was at the club, nigga, we gonna pull up at the club. We did differently.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard that you'll see, Tupac all around LA walking around like a regular person. All eyes on me out, number one on Billboard, and you'll just see him walking around, man.
I did that type of I did that. I still went to the malls. I still went to the regular malls. I still went to the swap meets. I still low rided up and down Crenshaw because I think I was more invested into where I came from and represent my representation. That was still the streets was everything. And I think Tupac, and he still had like my connection to the people as far as the streets are concerned is high. So yeah, I'm riding around in a Rolls Royce and I got on Rolexes and all of that, but You're gonna see me still pulling up at the swap meet, or you're gonna still see us hanging out at the local this or that, because you still wanted to have that connection to the people. You get me? I didn't want to disconnect from the streets or the people that I was affiliated with, or basically who, made me who the person I am by being around those people. You don't want to alienate yourselves. So that's why I said it's good. Hip hop has always been good as far as we welcome diss records. We welcome competition as far as hip hop is concerned. But the unfortunate aspect of that is um a lot of us are still, intertwined with the streets, and that weighs heavy on the respect that we try to garner, you know what I'm saying, from niggas and by people, by showing them that we haven't left, or I'm not bigger than you or the program type of um again, when you owning your own 747 planes, and you know it's different. It's a different aspect, man, of how you take and like I said, we come from a different time. So, not to say that their dissing isn't equivalent to the way they feel about themselves. You get me? But I don't think it's to the point to where uh they see each other and it's a fist fight finna go down. Now I can't speak for the entourage. You get me? That's why I say becomes personal, because now it all depends on how the homies feel and how the entourages feel and how the people around the circle feel about a motherfucker disrespecting you.